Okay, very well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another cast with trend following Tyson in this beautiful market that we trade. So this is the June analysis, early June. I hope you guys had a good May. I had a really good May. I'll update you guys. I'll show you guys my what my P&L, the chart on my P&L looks like for May. Quite an extraordinary May. So I have a few things I want to go over with you guys before we start the market trading this week. I know we start tomorrow, millions of dollars to be made, but I need to show you guys something before we do that. So GNUS, GNUS, stock ticker GNUS. I'm gonna break that down for all the money that you guys missed on that, other people that made money. I know there's millions of dollars that were made on GNUS. Facts. There's millions of dollars that were made on GNUS. I've seen tweets. I've made a few $100s on it. I've seen traders that made over $300,000 on that stock alone. So that's not up for debate. That's just not up for debate. Okay. So we'll go ahead and crank this up. And let's just take it away. So you guys know I'm a trend following trader. I don't like to trade small. I don't like to buy stocks at 50 cents and sell them at 75 cents and buy them at 75 and sell them at I don't like to keep doing that all day. If a stock's going to go from 50 cents to $5 or for 50 cents to $9 in GNUS's case, then I don't want to be buying and selling it. I want to own it at 50. I want to own it where I'm going to buy it at, which is as early as I can, probably somewhere in between 50 and 75 cents or $1. And then I'm going to let it run until it decides to start coming back down. I'm not going to be buying it and selling it and buying it and selling it. Okay. So let's take up something from one of the best trend followers of all time. He's actually the father of trend following because he's the one that took the turtle traders in the early 1900s, took the turtle traders, put them on this program and started to actually use this method that we would call today as trend following, which is the best way to approach the market if you look at it from the way I look at it, and also from a lot of way of other people look at it. I mean, Richard Dennis, Larry Haight, Ed Sykota, Bruce Kovner, John Henry is the owner of the Boston Red Sox who won championships, and he made his money to buy the Boston Red Sox from trend following. Okay, Jesse Livermore, Richard Dennis, the list goes on and on to these very wealthy traders that use this trend following approach. Anyways, let's take something away from the father of trend following, Richard Dennis. The market being in a trend is the main thing that eventually gets us in a trade. That is a pretty simple idea. So there we have it. That simple. We're looking for a trend, and it's very simple that we're following trends. I mean, you don't need a secret recipe to do that. Being consistent and making sure you do that all the time is probably more important than the particular characteristics you use to define the trend. Whatever method you use to enter trades, the most critical thing is that if there is a major trend, your approach should assure that you get in that trend. Okay, that's just that simple. So if there's a major trend going on, prices are curving, prices are heading to the upside, it's a no-brainer that we should be getting in that trend because we don't know how far it's going to go. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. So you just saw some of the best stuff you're going to see, period, in the market. And I don't want to go for that hocus pocus. That's why we always take up quotes from real traders that have made real money and that are real legends. I don't want to be dealing with that hocus pocus that you guys be following with this nonsense in the markets. You listen to these retarded traders. We're not doing that. We're going on real legends that made real money. We're talking about millions over billions of dollars. Anyways, thank you guys very much. Thank you, Richard Dennis, for that beautiful piece right there on trend following, letting these guys understand why we're trading trends, and if there is a major trend that we're going to get long on it, and we're not going to be playing these games. Okay, let's take a look at GNUS real fast, and that was our little speech that we'll hear for our from our legends, and then from our trading psychology. Remember, you guys, you're trading capital. I know it's about the money we make, the money we make, the money we make, the money we make. I know it's about the money we make, but you need to reserve your mental capital as well as reserve your actual physical money capital, okay? You need to reserve both. You need to keep your trading psychology strong, per se. All right, so I'm a trend follower. Let me show you guys exactly what we're looking at, and then we're going to get on with this market criteria. Okay, so here's GNUS, you guys. Here's GNUS, okay? So here we are, flat line, nothing to see here, nothing to see until May, of course. So let's just jump into where prices start moving. Here is evidently prices started moving here from 89. Prices went from $1, from 89. We were at a flat line at around 50 cents for almost a whole freaking year. So when this thing obviously starts breaking out of price, this is the airplane that I'm telling you guys lifting off the tarmac. This is this whole deal here. So when you miss this, that's your fault for missing this. If you're not scanning breakout prices at the end of every trading session, that's your own fault. You can't blame nobody for that. You need to do your own homework. So when this broke out here, prices broke out here, that was your job to buy it, and it ran without you. Hey, what could you say? But anyways, so do your job, you guys. Buy the breakout. Buy the prices when they break out. Don't let these things run away from you, and then you're the guy that's losing half of his $1 million account. I saw a tweet on Twitter with the gentleman losing over $500,000 buying roughly 20,000 shares of GNUS. I mean, something ridiculous. But don't be that guy. Don't buy this way back here. Do your homework. After the trading sessions close, you find out what stocks are moving, where the prices are moving. Then you don't have to be this guy. You could have bought it at 2. You could have bought it at 3. And then you quadrupled your money. All right? Don't be that guy. Do your job, do your homework. Don't buy these things at the top after they ran all week, okay? You had plenty of opportunities to buy that thing at 50 cents, plenty of opportunities to buy it at 90 cents when it broke out, plenty of opportunities to buy it when it went to $2 to $2.53, then it's at 9, and you're the only one that's looking silly because you had your finger in your butt or whatever you were doing, twiddling your thumbs all day, okay? All right, don't miss those home runs. Anyways, so let's get on to the actual real picture, and then I know another stock that everyone's planning on looking at to trade, and it's XSPA. We'll take a look at that shortly, okay? So here's PENN. Huge money I made off this thing. Good stuff. I mean, I saw this breaking out some time ago, and I said that's a no-brainer. So PENN looking really good. I like to follow this thing. Let's get some movement on here. Just resilience in price from 18 to 38. From 18, prices curled at 18, broke over this. This is what I'm talking about, breakouts, okay? This is the last price you guys break out. If you learn anything from my show, you'll learn how to follow these breakouts in prices. When price broke above this level, it was a green, it was a go, okay? If you missed that, you can only blame yourself. You can't blame nobody, okay? Let's take a look at Twitter. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I made a lot of money in Twitter. And people are asking me about options in Twitter, about how would you trade in options? How would you trade this? How would you trade that? You know, trading options is just the same as buying a stock. And if I'm going to follow where price is going, if price is to the upside, then it's a no-brainer. So shame on those traders over there at TOS. They sold some positions I had without me verifying that for them. But anyways, I was trading Twitter, and when it pulled back to this area, I already knew that it would bounce around this 30 area here. And I dead ass promise you, when this thing bounced to 30, I was like, good God. And it just barreled through the last prices. I knew this trend was going to keep going. You see the pullback here. You see the continuation, the pullback, the continuation, the pullback. When this thing pulled back here, it was just evident that we were just going to make the rest of this chart look like this and break through the upside. So, man, easy cake stuff there inside of Twitter. I could follow just about any chart, man. Any chart, I can follow any chart. This is not confusing. You guys need to stay in tune on my show so you can understand how to follow these breakouts and make some serious money. I'm going for 10,000 shares. 10,000 shares. When you start buying 10,000 shares, if that stock moves $1, that's a $10,000 position, okay? You've already made what someone's going to make all year in one trade, okay? Or half of what someone's going to make in one whole year. I make roughly 38 something inside my little 9-to-5 thing. So that $10,000 is, you'll make that's in one day. That's someone's freaking whole salary for a whole year. Okay. NIO breaking out here. Evidently, just wait to see what's going to happen there. Buy that and see if we get over at $6 NIO. But prices are obviously in an uptrend. Okay. And when it starts to break out like this is when you start to buy it. You don't wait all year long. Okay. To buy that. VERI looks decent. Not gonna keep you guys long. Let me rally through these tickers because there's some beautiful looking charts. In my opinion, I don't know about the way you guys trade, and I don't really care. I'm just here to show you guys proper trend following and the right patterns and processes you should be using. So easy breakout here in VERI. Obviously curling prices in this 2 o'clock trajectory breaking out. When you see this chart, when you see a price starting to make this formation here, you need to be buying as we continue to make higher highs and lows. You should have bought VERI as it broke out over 4, as it broke out over 3, and then it just continued to rally. That's a no-brainer. And then if you do your job, you always get a good reward at the end. Look at that, Jesus Christ, from 3 to 14. I mean, if you're playing these positions correctly, Jesus Christ, that position alone is more than anyone's salary that they're going to work all year long. You've made that in one decent position. I mean, that's a no-brainer. There's nothing to discuss there. All right. VISL. I don't know if this is the right ticker. I'm having an issue with this. Let me get down to the bottom of this. VISL. All right. So this must be an OTC or penny stock or something. I don't like those kind of tickers. I don't know why this is on my list, but decent breakout here in price. I don't know. Follow the trend, you guys. Follow the breakouts. It's a no-brainer. That's one thing you guys will learn from my show, is to buy stuff when you should be buying it, and buying it when prices are breaking out. If prices are breaking out and they're bullish, that means that it has a further chance to continue to be bullish and to continue to break out in price. I mean, that's a no-brainer. You don't listen to Kramer and just buy a stock because it should be going up soon. It should be going up because the market is down. Everyone's buying things online. It should be going up. No, you don't buy stocks just because of that. You buy them because they're breaking out. A really wealthy trader said once when I listened to his teachings, the only reason I would ever buy a stock is because it's breaking out in price. That's the only reason I ever have to buy a stock. I don't ever have a reason other than that to buy a stock. Okay. XSPA, you guys are late buying this again. You guys are late buying this. Okay. You're late. But anyways, wait to see what happens in XSPA. Let it settle down and then I'd buy it and see if we can get some continuation. Okay. But when those prices start breaking out, you need to buy them. Don't wait all year long. Okay. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla just in beast mode, breaking out to the top here. I mean, I don't know what else you can ask for. Beautiful stuff here in Tesla. I think we get over this 9. I'd like to take a position in Tesla now. Stop myself out under this 850, this 8 area here, 8 and some change, 840. Okay. If it gets below that, you may want to watch your position. But other than that, stay long in Tesla, and you can even buy you some calls that are out towards June, out towards July, option calls out towards June, towards July for this breakout over 9. Okay. In Tesla. Let's take a look at CVET. CVET looked halfway decent last time I saw it. It looked really good. Okay, price is curling here. We're breaking out. We're over the 200-day moving average. We got the 220 crossing. Beautiful stuff here. I don't know what else you can look for in a stock besides this, okay? Buy some CVET. I'm going to get long in CVET. Stop yourself out below this area, 1734 or below 17, okay? Below 17. Put your stop in there. That may be an issue. Let me tell you guys something about a stop, okay? Now, we're not stopping ourselves out of this stock based on how much money we can afford. We're only stopping ourselves out on this trend based on if the trend is not applicable anymore, okay? Based on price, okay? Based on price. So if the stock stops below 16, if the price of CVET goes below 16, you may want to get out of there. Or cut off, 75% of your position or what have you, okay? Take a look at KALA. It was one of the better looking things on my portfolio, on my watch list. Here it is. Easy stacking up. You see a lot of support here inside of prices, okay? Prices are up in here, this level here, a lot of support here, a lot of trading back and forth, which means the stock shouldn't just fall out of nowhere. There's a lot of buyers holding up their positions in this area here, okay? So take along on CVET, and I mean on KALA, and I don't think it will close below 1250. Put your stop in there in case something happens and let that thing go to work. KOPN, another stock on my list that looked halfway decent. We're halfway through here. I'm going to show you guys some of my longs and then we'll continue on. KOPN, you could take a long, I take a large position in here and stop myself out below 1. If it doesn't hold up inside this flag, there may be an issue, okay? Put yourself at 85 to 90 inside of KOPN in case something happens. I'm long CNTY. I started buying this thing at 350, 3.25, and look where we are now. I started buying, I said, look at this. Back when the market was a piece of crap, I said, look at this. If this thing even decides to go halfway back up here, that's when we were about in this area. I started buying when we were about in this area. And I said, if we even decide to get anywhere near up here, Jesus Christ, it's going to be a good payday. And decent movement. This thing in beast mode. I'm just enjoying my longs. You guys know good trend followers. They'll buy a very decent size position, maybe 5 to 10% of their portfolio, and then just let those things continue to make out where they're going to go. You don't know where stock's going to go. You just can tell by the way price is angled that it's trying to get somewhere. I got a long position in MFA. I'm also long. This was another one that I added when I added CNTY. I said if we even decide to get anywhere near here from down here where we were at, I think I added this around 150, around 2, way before 2. I think we're around this area here, 175. So decent moves in MFA. Beast mode, you could take a long in that now. Stop yourself out below 250 in that MFA. Almost done here. We got a few more tickers we're going to take a look at, and then we'll close up, okay? MGI, NKLA. Beast mode here. I like this is my favorite price structure here. This curl and price, and that's beast right there. If we can get a curl, if prices start curling like this, I like to get long inside this curl before we get too long. And then I'm looking for what we're going to break over on this left side. So if I'm looking for the price, rounding bottom is what this is called. If I'm looking at a rounding bottom, I'm going to try to enter as early as I can, and then I'm looking for what we're going to break through on the left. And we already broke through the 200-day there. MGI looking real good. Beast mode there in that thing. Over, I'd stop myself out below 3 and take a position in that now before that thing. You're kind of late to the party, but I mean, hey, what could I say? At least you know what you're looking for. MITK, looks halfway decent. Take a long in that. Stop yourself out below 950. And the reason why we're even looking at that thing is because it's in a clear uptrend. It looks halfway decent. I don't like that too much personally. But I know something I did like. MRVL looking really good. This one looked really good last time I saw. Okay, breaking out up here. We broke over 28. Remember I told you guys about breakouts. One thing you'll learn from this show, if a stock's going to break out to the upside, buy it, okay? When this thing broke out over 28, you were supposed to buy, and then you sit long inside this thing until it's done cranking up. All right, so MRVL, I like that thing now. Stop yourself out below 35 or below 34, depending on your, how much position size you have. But those are the stop areas where something may be getting a little funny. Overstock looking decent. Beast mode here. When it broke out over this level to the left, you were supposed to buy it at 950. All right, and let that thing work. It's at 21 now. You're a little bit late to the party. Okay, I'll show you guys 1 or 2 more tickers and we'll get out of here. RDFN looking okay. All right, this is the mortgage company where everybody owes their mortgage and their leases and stuff at. And we'll see what happens with that. So RDFN, the mortgage company, beast mode. When it came all the way down here to 10, I don't know what the hell you were doing. I just don't know what you were doing. When it started to reverse back over this, I don't know what you were doing. When it broke over 13, it was a buy. When it came back down here to 12 something, it was a buy. When it started when it made these moves, it was a buy. Okay, so you're late on RDFN, dude. You're late. Remember what I told you guys. Buy these stocks when they start reversing in price. You need to buy them. Don't wait all year long. As soon as they make the confirmation that they break out, boom, you buy. And then you sit tight, okay? VRLS. I'm long inside VRLS as well. And it's actually VLRS. All right, I'm long in here, and then we'll close up, you guys. I liked this thing because all the upside. And I said, damn, this thing took a crap in February just like all the other stocks did. All right, around February 23rd. And then I said, if it even attempts to get anywhere back to 11, 12 from where we're at now, down around here, around 4, I said, that's beast. So, and when we started breaking out, I bought that thing. So I'm long in VLRS, and we're just in beast mode right now, just cranking up, taking this chart back, reversing. Okay, so you guys trade safe, protect your ass, and we'll be back. This is the June analysis, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.